This summer, we all read the same book, Half a Chance, by Cynthia Lord. She's going to be coming to our school to be part of our photography contest. This contest has some guidelines that you're going to need to know about. The first one is iPads or cameras from home can be used to take your contest photo. This photograph was taken by famous photographer Ansel Adams. He did not have a fancy camera, but he's one of the most famous photographers in history. The dog in Half a Chance was named after Ansel Adams, remember? The turn-in date for all photos is September the 23rd, and your teacher will remind you of this. Lucy, in Half a Chance, was given a list of words, part of a photo scavenger hunt. She tried to take a picture that went with each one of the words, and we're going to be doing the same thing. Your teacher will give you your list of words. You will choose one word and turn in one photo. You can edit your photos. There are lots of apps you can download to edit photos. Snapseed is an app that all the 8th graders already have and other students can download for free. It's a Google product. You might already have an app on your phone that edits photos, and that's also fine to use. We're not allowed to use filters. You might be familiar with filters because you've used an app like Instagram. It changes and edits your photo for you. So we want you guys to learn to edit them yourselves. So how do you edit and what can you edit with? You are allowed to change the contrast of a photo. I have this photo and I also have another example right here. This photo has high contrast. You can see bright whites and really dark blacks in the photo. That's going to be high contrast. So if you have an app that lets you change contrast, you're allowed to do that. This photo has low contrast, and you can see the difference. That's a nice adjustment to this first photo and back to its original. You're also allowed to change the cropping of a photo. Cropping is kind of like zooming in after you've already taken the picture. Here's a quote from the book. But Dad always says what you choose to cut out of the frame is as important as what you leave in. So what he's saying is sometimes taking things out of the frame is just as important as leaving things in. In this photo, the photographer took a picture and then decided that she wanted less background and more of the portrait showing. So she decided to crop the photo, and you can see the area she selected and then deleted the extra background. That's cropping, and that's allowed for the contest. You're also allowed to change your picture to black and white. You're also allowed to change the brightness of your photo in your app. Here's a photo where the portrait seems a little bit dark. So the photographer is going to change the brightness, or sometimes it's called exposure in different apps. You might overexpose the photo like here, so make sure you don't do it a little bit too much. Sharpening is also allowed and can be found in many apps. This picture of a turtle seems a bit fuzzy, so the artist is going to adjust the sharpening and it's going to seem like it's more in focus. So remember, when you're editing your photo, you're allowed to edit these things: contrast, cropping, brightness, and sharpness. All other tools are not allowed. Remember, the best photos tell a story. These two photos tell a story. If you look, you have to think a little bit longer about what may be going on in the scene. Good luck!